Hey, boys and girls. KJCowboyDan here. We are going live right now. We are getting things ready. I hope you guys are okay at the interdimensional bus stop. Well, let's see what we got going on over here. Hey, how's everybody doing? Oh, yeah. Where am I? Oh, hello. Let's see who's over here. Oh, a little handsome bastard right there. Oh, hello. How are you doing? Um, Oh, a handsome bald man. Yeah, he's watching you. Ooh. And Nux's new political campaign. He's going to be going as Lord Zonok for Supreme Overlord. Lord Zornok, I guess, or Lord Czar Nux, right? I'm just getting a few things all set up here in the background as we're going to do a little reaction. I'm going to hang out with our boys, but I believe that Tectone and Nux are in the backstage just getting ready. All right. Make sure that everything's going good. Make sure that we're live. Looks like we're live. I hope you guys are good. If you have any issues, let me know. Feel free to give me a shout out in chat. Let me know you're here. We're hanging out. We're gonna be hanging out with the boys. My boy Nux and the dog himself, Tectone. We were gonna have Jaden Animations here, but she couldn't make it. Just getting this stuff all set up for us to go here. Let's see. What do we got going on? First things first. Let's see. All right. Oh, we got Nux already. Nux is cool. We're gonna go and see Nux, but before we go and check out what Nux has got for us, we got one more thing we want to look at before we go and hang out with Nux. All right, here we go. Pull that image down to the tiny. See right there. So we are ready to go. Whew, sorry. Thought I had it all set up to go the old school way. We're playing here. We're playing around. All right. We'll edit this out, and when the editor gets there, this will all get edited out, right? When I can afford an editor. All right. So wait, we're live. We're going to be hanging out with Nux and Tectone. Yeah, this is a great picture. But so we posted this picture today. I'm going to bitch for a minute before we go into our stream. As we posted this picture right here, this lovely little picture, and so we're looking at it right here, right? And so we're posted, and I'm gonna go live here real quick. Well, the same exact image on another page. Somebody just quick. Well, the same exact image on another page. Somebody decided that they were going to tell me to pick up a pencil and not use AI. All right, I do both, and we're going to show you that here real quick. We're going to show you that because it was not nice. So I decided to go after them. And we're going to show you this person's page. So that way, there it is. So we're going to show you this person's page. So that way you guys can see what a sad, pathetic human being looks like. So I posted, okay, this is my best one with multiple images because I was of Nux, Techie, and myself. And this guy decides he's going to put his 2 cents in. Not helpful at all. Wow, this fucking sucks. Well, I decided I was going to be nice. Yep, I know. Jeez, this is so awesome. How very kind of you. The guy decides he's going to send me a GIF that was most likely edited with AI, with a movie that absolutely has a lot of AI editing in it. Uh, and so I decided to respond back with my art. Now, as you can see here, this is my art. Hey, even a face reveal. My actual face. My actual face, right? And art that I've done and sold. Now, let's look at this real quick. Let's look at this real quick because this douchebag wants to say that the AI fucking sucks. And this douchebag wants to like tell me to pick up a pen and paper or a pencil. I understand what it means. And I'll tell you what, here's what I do I pick up a pen and paper every day. Do you? I went to this guy's page and he hasn't posted anything really at all since July 8th and no progress whatsoever. The guy's not showing me any real art of his own. No real art. And this guy has the nerve to tell me to pick it up. Really? Really, chat? So, you know what we do to people like this? We go and post our real art and we post our AI art on his page and blast his page with our art. That's what we do. We show him our art and challenge him. I've challenged him to show me his. He has not posted anything and anything in his page. So you want to tell me, and I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you, frigid zone. Frigid zone. That's right. Frigid zone of X profile 515 Maximilian with no real art except for starting, no showing anything else. No showing anything else. What? You're not going to show me your art? You know, knockoff game art that you probably got with an AI that I used as well? Come on, Frigid Zone. I'm calling you out, boy. No art. Oh, you did a tier list with somebody else's art. Somebody else's art. I still don't see any of your art. Come on, Frigid Zone. You want to call me out on picking up a pen and paper when I've actually shown my art? Come on, boy. Come on. Just saying. Uh, you lose. You lose. Here's my art right there. Look at that. For people who I've actually done commissions with. All right. There's my art. I put it out on the table. I've taken you to the stream and I'm calling you out. Frigid Zone or Frigid Zane 515 Maximilian at Twitter X. You have now been called out. You want to call me out? I've showed you mine. You show me yours. All right. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, we are now going to go and visit my boys, Nux and Tectone. So here we go. Let's go and get my boys, Nux and Tectone. We're heading over to their place. All right, here we go. Here's Nux. Let me move out of Nux's way here. Nux is speaking. So we will come over here. We'll move ourselves over there. And we're going to look over in this direction. All right, we got our boy Nux, and he is going to tell us things. Let's go and visit. Let's see what he's got going on. Knock, knock, Nux, you there? Oh, here he goes. Hold up. Editor, hold on a second. I don't think we're getting the audio here. Hold up. We're trying our hardest here to get that audio up. audio didn't come up. All right, let's try again. All right, Nux, we're going back to you here.
If you're watching this video, then Tectone is gone. So Tectone left the internet, made a tweet and a video. We're going to be looking at that. And obviously, there's a lot here. This is a crazy situation. In case those of you are unaware of who Tectone is bald. Also,
he's a beautiful
he made
bald
this
man.
tweet. Yeah, guys, I'm going to be real. I'm going to leave for a while. Not sure when I'll be back, but to be honest, my mind is clouded. I'm just angry every day. I'm crashing out over nothing. I don't want my resentment guiding me. I'll see where I'm headed, and I don't like it at all. I'm saying things I don't mean. I'm tilting over the smallest things. The worst is, I still can't explain to you guys why I'm so angry, and that's what's frustrating me the most, because I value transparency over everything. I'm going to go on break. I hope not for too long. No streams for a while. This date that I have to keep
you gotta
waiting
do it's
for
good
is
for you,
closer,
Tectone.
but every day the wait is harder. I plan on making some YouTube videos, just talking and tweeting every now and then, but nothing too much. I need to get my head straight again. Appreciate y'all. Bye for now.
Bye.
And then he dropped a video, which we're going to be looking at right now. So it's a pretty crazy situation.
That's sad.
This Tectone situation.
It is.
Now, I will get you up to speed and some context without revealing anything private. There was a woman on the internet that made rape allegations against Tectone.
We talked about that the other day, chat.
Tectone denied these allegations, and no proof was ever presented.
No proof
was ever
whatsoever.
presented that this actually happened. I personally am a big fan of innocent until proven guilty, and I will be making another video when all this gets settled, which it will. Now, turns out, some women are actually liars. In fact,
all right, before we get into that, so how many of you guys out there in chat are familiar with what's going on with that little part of the streamerverse? I mean, after all, Tectone's been dealing with certain people, namely like KJCowboyDan and her following and a few other people. He has not been having a good time lately because of certain assholes out on the internet who think that it's okay to dox, that think it's okay to pretty much spread rumors, lies, especially rumors and lies that will virtually destroy a person's career. And they think it's okay to do that. They think they have no way to prevent this from happening. Hey, Backwoods Collector, how you doing? Good seeing you over there. Thanks for popping in. We got Backwoods Collector hanging out with us over in the chat. We're sitting here hanging out, reacting to Nux, as Nux is going to be telling us about his take on why Tectone is leaving the streaming industry currently. And we do believe so far that it does have to belong to a certain streamer who said things that she probably shouldn't have that were not truths. And there are some legal matters behind it, so let's hear about it.
a lot of women are liars. In fact, I do not take every allegation at face value immediately. And you know the funniest thing? People on the internet are more than happy to do it. You know, it's a really, really fun world that we live in, where people on the internet that don't like you will literally utilize this insane levels of bullshit to destroy you.
It's true, you know, and I'll be honest with you. I've dealt with a lot of people, particularly over the last year here over the internet, a couple of which I've noticed have like these weird values, these a lot of values that are those that it's okay to cheat, lie, and steal as long as it puts you forward. There is a particular show that I just finished being a part of where the co-host and the host both had recently botted in accounts in order to hit their thousands. And if you want to check that out, definitely look those people up. I'm not going to tell you who they are, but if you think you know who they are, look them up on Social Blade and you can see where the obvious botting activity is. I've been talking about this a lot lately as I feel that it is very necessary for people to know. And a lot of people will sit there and talk bullshit and tell lies and say things on the internet because they feel like the anonymity is there. But the fact of the matter is, it not only hurts your brand, but it hurts the people's around you. And that you shouldn't be doing this. It's damaging to other people's careers, and even damaging for those people who don't have a career doing it or want to just hang out and have fun. And it pretty much harms everybody and causes drama, rumors, and much, much more.
And realistically, that's what happened. Tectone beefed with Hassan, for example, and Hassan Piker, while going on his tirade doxing people and shit, which is something he's been doing recently. Let me show you that one. So while he does that, Hassan has been calling Tectone a rapist the whole time. Now, Tectone is not a confirmed rapist. There is an allegation that he denies. There is no fucking reason why anyone should do this. So this is a classic scene from Hassan Piker. This is just Hassan on a stream, literally doxing people.
So, for those people who don't know who Hassan Piker is a far leftist extremist and potential terrorist supporter, allegedly, and terrorist, allegedly, has allegedly been seen at rallies and allegedly did videos of his own show at rallies, burning flags in America. He's told people to eliminate themselves. He's threatened streamers. He's threatened multiple streamers. There are people in the YouTube industry that are, for some reason, afraid of this man. The man on stream behind the mic, not the blue demon behind you telling you the news, but this man right here.
Yeah. Dylan Burns, Hunter Avalon.
Right, so this is all blurred out, but this is literally the addresses of all these people. Their name, their state and zip code, and it just shows literally who these people are.
Destiny's own personal chef. Like, this is what happened. This is what took place. Okay? And the pack actually did unironically raise a bunch of money off of, like, people who thought...
This is him literally doxing all these people. Now, according...
It's absolutely despicable what it is. And you have people like this who think, okay, well, if I can't get at you, and you've seen this in high school back in the day, right? If I can't get at you, I'm going to raise up a posse of all my friends, and we're all going to go at you. You know, and that's what Hassan Piker's doing right now with Tectone and a few other content creators. Unfortunately, I think that it works enough when you get enough people to go after somebody and ruin their careers or sit there and make them have to back away for what they're doing to make money or any other financial up that's going to potentially help them in the future. And now a man has had to back away from his career until legal battles are taken care of, because of which.
According to Legal Mindset, Twitch openly allowing what appears to be prima facie criminal electronic harassment and cyberstalking, California Penal Code Law 653.2 and Penal Code 646.9 is truly wild. Because this is literally doxing and harassing. He is literally just bringing up their private information. So when you have people like this guy slandering you all the time, like he slanders me, he slanders Asmongold, he's been slandering fucking Tectone, it is incredibly stressful when people need to keep bringing this shit up again and again and again, always doing it again.
But Nux, see, you understand the reason why they do this, and is because the more he doxes you or attempts to dox you, he's making money off of his terrorist aligning fans who enjoy that kind of stuff. And so now you are being used as a pawn in his game, by especially if like you were to react. Particularly these people who he's doxing right here. He wants these people to react because he's not going to have to worry about a single thing, being a rich communist in California, a state that pretty much helps communists do whatever they want to do. And yes, I know he's a communist with a Gucci bag. It is definitely an oxymoron. But the man, Hassan Piker, will not get in trouble. And if he does get in trouble, he will buy it away. And with the money that he has, the money that his uncle has, the money that his family has, will buy it away. There is a reason why Dan Clancy is sitting there supporting Hassan Piker. And that reason is because Dan Clancy is hoping to suckle off the teat that gets some of that money that he must be throwing around. Because think about how much money just in views alone on one network that Hassan Piker gets. Also, let alone not including all the networks that he's putting his VODs on and re-uploads, and also his simulcasting to other networks. You know, he is not hurting Hassan Piker. So any trouble that he gets into, he can buy his way out of. And that's what he sees, that type of people. And California breeds that kind of people. And it's sad, but unfortunately, this is a thing. And with all the doxing that Hassan's doing, he's probably not going to get in any trouble, because California is not prosecuting people who are criminals in their own state, let alone prosecuting people who are criminals making and leading towards somebody's unwellness or somebody's injury. And having doxed somebody and making terroristic threats, just like Nux was showing you, is leading to unwell and also injury at somebody else's hands.
One lie could ruin your life because you have a couple of enemies that are more than happy to maliciously spread this lie everywhere. Now again, don't know for sure it's a lie. That's not true. I'm literally pretty sure it's a lie. Don't know anything. I'm just some guy going through the information just like everyone else. All right, not trying to say anything here. But Tectone made this video, and we're going to be looking into it. I will not be releasing any personal information, but you're going to have to wait. Tectone will come back, and he'll come back when he can, and he'll say things when he can. There is stuff that happened privately that I know about that will make so much sense for you in a little bit. So lock in, boys and girls. Dark, sad story about how women lie on the internet and how leftist streamers are fucking evil twats.
What's up, guys?
Oh,
God, he's so bald.
Hold up.
Dude, I didn't remember being this
Hold
bald.
up.
That's
My
crazy.
screen just wigged. My screen just wigged.
Shit.
Hold up.
This is important.
Hold up.
Okay?
All right. Hold on. We're gonna. I got a notification and I backed away. Apparently, hold on. Sorry about that. My screen wigged, and I do apologize. We got Nux back up here. Let's see what happened. You guys scared me. So you heard what was going on. So we're gonna go right into this. Nux has queued up a video. We're gonna be watching Tectone's what Tectone has to say. He's got some other stuff. Of information regarding the situation that might give us some more insight. But before we go there, we're going to check over here on Twitch, as there was a big old noise. Notification popped up and my head started dancing. Oh, Jesse Hellwheeler, thank you for the resub. And I think I'm going to be sending you a resub here in the next day or so as well. But thank you for the resub. Now, for everybody watching, we are reacting to Lord Nuxanor, and he is giving us his thoughts on the Tectone situation.
That I know about that will make so much sense for you in a little bit. So lock in, boys and girls. Dark, sad story about how women lie on the internet and how leftist streamers are fucking evil twats.
What's up, guys?
God, he's so bald. Oh. Dude, I didn't remember him being this bald. That's crazy. Fuck, dude. We gotta. Oh shit. This is important. Okay. It's.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. I don't have premium. I do apologize. All right. Skip.
Okay.
All right. There we go. There we go.
Continue.
Hey,
My third time trying to record this
Arbol,
video.
how you
I think that goes
doing?
to show just how fucked up I am, because I'm
That's
usually
crazy.
like a one-take guy. It's been a couple days. I've been gone for about 5 days. Maybe you haven't even noticed.
Well, you can
probably haven't
lurk.
even noticed.
It's okay to
If
lurk.
you see this video, it means I'm already gone. Title of the video. Techie, I thought you were dead.
Oh,
This video
shit.
title scared the shit
No, that's crazy.
I love-
Yeah, no, it's wild.
out of me.
All
Well,
right, so every once in a while, what Nux will do is he'll pull out his little drawing pad and he'll like draw a picture, or he'll give us a graph. And looks like I think he might be giving our boy Techie a hairstyle.
Understandably, Tectone's going through a really hard time right now. All right, it's a really rough time. California women, big city libtard women making believe that you could dump them without them claiming that they were sexual abuse victims. Impossible difficulty. Yeah, no, it fucking sucks that this happened, to be honest. Like, people don't understand the mental of going through this shit.
You can never stop clickbaiting, man. That's
Based.
the name of the fucking game. Maybe some of you
Based.
guys have noticed the stopping of YouTube uploads. Maybe some
No, don't stop.
of you guys have noticed the stopping of YouTube streams and Twitch streams and even Twitter posts. But I've now been content creation free for a while now. And
He's been content creation since 3. That's sad. I mean, he really loves doing that, and he's pulling himself away because of all this. Just saying, it's not right.
just to give the TLDR, there's going to be a pretty rambly video. So, I mean, maybe some of you guys will like it. Maybe some of you guys won't. But I'm going to be gone for a while, guys.
Damn.
And
To be clear, Tectone hasn't taken a break ever. Like, ever. He's never taken a break. He's been making content for 5 years, at least, that I knew him. I knew him for 5 years, and I've never seen him take a break. This is crazy. So he just decides to take weeks to months off. Like, let this be a lesson to you of what actually goes on in the real world.
Right. It's kind of, I mean, it's hard. It's got to be hard for him because, after all, he was doing multiple podcasts with Asmongold, Emaru, and he does his lives where he's just hanging out with all y'all in chat, talking about things, and he does his reaction videos and gives his take on the news, and gives his pretty base take on drama in the industry. So seeing him come out like this and go, hey, like, after all this stuff with Casey Tron and the whole Hassan Piker crew, and seeing his friends pretty much pull away from him, saying that he's a liability because of whatever, the fact of the matter is now it's gotten to the point where he's gotten death threats, people doxing him and showing up at his house. He had a false alarm where his security camera cables were cut. Fortunately, it was just his gardener. But what if it was somebody else? Especially since he's been seeing cars pulling up to his house at all random hours of the day. He said that people are photographing his house now. They're pulling up at the house, like sitting there in front of his house, watching him menacingly. This has gotten too much for a man like Tectone.
Okay? Let this be a lesson to you that people could ruin your life with a lie. Leviticus 19:16. Thou shalt not spread slander among your people. All right, listen, man. I'll just be real. Leviticus 19:16. I'm pretty sure that's the right quote. Yeah, it is. That's it, baby. That's it. Do not go about spreading slander among your people. Fuck, man. Do not do anything that endangers your neighbor's life. I am the Lord. And I really feel like that's kind of a pretty important one here. Dude, they really need to start putting women in prison for false allegations. It's way too easy to make up a lie, ruin someone's life, and just get away with it.
Make up a lie and just get away with it, or mostly peaceful death threats. One of the two. Just put them all in prison. I believe you're right. People, there are also maybe reopen the asylums. I'll go with that one too.
I think that when you are spreading slander to try to ruin somebody's life, and it turns out it's proven false, in my opinion, you need to get the same level of punishment to the crime that you were trying to pin on somebody else. right? If I come into court and I say I'm a witness that that guy's a murderer, and it turns out I lied just to get that guy punished, I should be punished to the same exact degree. And the same goes for fake rape allegations and all of that shit. It is insane. It is so sad. Holy. But again, we have to wait. We have to wait and see what happens. You sound
See, it is very hard to pull somebody up and say, something. Yes, once the lie is out there, all right. So it's very hard. Once you pull somebody out there, and that person's saying things. They're saying, "Oh, well, this person, he's not a good guy. He's a villain. He's vile. He has whatever. He's got people in his basement chained up. Yeah, and he's feeding them dog food. Yeah, and that lie gets out there, and let's say one idiot believes it, right? And that one idiot who believes it repeats it off to like 20 other idiots who'll believe him. And then right now you have some head in a jar with people chained up in the basements getting eaten, fed dog food. The same situation happens all the time when people are just like spreading rumors. Now you have a platform like YouTube or Twitch or Kick, someplace where you have 4 people watching you at the moment saying, hey, this guy might be right. The guy might have a bunch of people in his basement eating dog food. We need to call somebody. We need to do something, and we're going to go to his house and teach him what for. It builds up, and that snowball of the possible dangers of somebody who is just hanging out, playing video games, or talking to their friends, or telling you the way they see the world, gets death threats, or lied about, or their reputation's ruined because somebody who doesn't know somebody and wants to prove a malicious point says things about that person or you or somebody you care about.
I'm biased because he's your friend. Yeah, that, and I also have private information that you don't. But yeah, of course I'm biased. I'm biased towards a guy that slander is ruining his life when there's no evidence. Yeah, I'm so biased. True. You're so retarded. Oh my god. Yeah, someone comes out and calls somebody a rapist. Look, man, maybe it's because I've been slandered on the internet.
Repetitively. Hold on a second. I'm not sponsored. No sponsor. I got to get premium one day. One day I'll get premium. There we go.
Right, you got fucking retards calling me a pedophile because Hassan called me a pedophile. That's crazy. That's fucking insane.
I want to let you know, if any of you guys think it's because of me streaming or me being stressed because of the YouTube's, upload schedule, it's not. I love content creation. I do. It's just the culture that I have a problem with. But if you're just here to know this, no, I'm not coming back yet. No, I'm not going to be back for a while.
Damn.
And yes, I do miss you because I love you.
Oh my god, I feel so seen.
I miss making content for you guys. I really do.
Yeah, no, he does. He loves making content. It's crazy. Now, fuck, man, it's so brutal because, dude, I love this dude, I really do, and I wish him nothing but the best. Look, man, we both know things about each other's personal life that is not public, and I share with very few people. But realistically, I really think Tectone is a good guy. And it's just fucking brutal to see this shit happen in real time.
And
it's brutal to see it happen to anybody. It's and it's a shame that we have to watch this happen in real time on such a public media. And when you're looking at people like Tectone, who is working on a daily basis to get content out there. He's working on a daily basis to keep himself informed on the situations that he's going to give you his opinions on. He is working on the sides and has been working on the sides with other streamers in order to help them out. And he doesn't even want to do that anymore because he said he's backed away from everything for the time being. It's sad.
I will say, expect a couple YouTube uploads, maybe like one a
Yeah.
week. I'll just be talking to you guys, but whatever
Bro needs a shower. Look at his fucking
We'll
beard.
react.
Bro needs a shower ASAP.
comes into my mind,
Oh,
maybe
no.
more. But I needed to get away for a while. I really did. In case you're wondering why, there are evil people on this earth that are
True.
currently making my life fucking miserable.
Yeah.
Even more than you guys know. It is deeply personal shit that I'm having to deal with right now.
Yeah, it's deeply personal, but it's also like content creator adjacent, which is the most annoying part. See, I very much keep my personal life and my content creator life separate, partially because of shit like this. Literally partially because of shit like this. What the fuck is happening?
There is a strong call for anonymity in just about any field that you're at. I mean, think about it, right? Even when I was a karaoke DJ, or even, and then I was doing the bar DJ work. I don't want my real life associating with my work life. Now, going from bar to bar to bar, I don't want some crazy whoever knowing where I live, whether or not they're going to be like some Karen who wants to follow me home and tell me that I played the wrong song, or even some psychopath who wants to break into my home and assume they're leaving a present for me. You know, I mean, in any case scenario, you leave your personal life and your side life away from your business. And even and some of the content creators I try to tell this to, they're like, "This is not my business." I'm like, "No, but it is your business. If you're gonna try to get affiliate, this is your business. You know, if you're trying to sit there and play video games and eventually make a little bit of money doing that, that's your business. You want to stay professional in the situation. Don't be causing a scene. Don't be using dramatic language. Don't be whatever when you're in public. You know, if you don't say something that's ultimately going to get you doxxed or leaked, or if you don't want your DMs being leaked, don't say something that's inappropriate. You know, because it can and will be used against you in the worst form of the way possible on the internet. And it's bullshit, but it's true.
Calling you a rapist for clout? What the hell is that all about? I mean, again, who knows? These allegations, they might be true. Who knows? Who knows? I mean, they didn't present literally any evidence, but maybe it's true. I'm saying as if I don't actually know anything else. But anyway.
And a lot of it, and I'm not going to go into this too much, but there's a lot of very dangerous things happening in my life right now.
I mean, so he was recently swatted. That's another thing that happened. He was recently swatted. Someone, not going to say who. Or, I mean, I think even Tectone doesn't know who. I just think he has, like, 3 suspects in mind. He was recently swatted. Someone called the police to show up at his house and claimed that he was holding 8 women as prisoners. And the police came to his house to basically interrogate him. And thank God, there were no women prisoners, which is a W.
I hate that thing. All right, so
just trying to take care of it.
So that's exactly what I was saying earlier, right? So what we have is a moment where somebody says that you have something going on in your home, and and they're saying that he had prisoners, women prisoners. He's not the only person that this has happened to, where people have made such baseless accusations to just to get these people in trouble, kicked off of platforms, to help them lose an audience. The directions it can go is infinite, especially if you're somebody like Hassan Piker, who's been doing a lot of picking on Asmongold, trying to dox Asmongold, trying to dox everybody, and doxing all these people that he just doxed on stream the other day. And I don't know, man. You know, like some people are getting too big for their britches. That Like, there's gonna be a chance where your pants fall down, and I think Hassan Piker might end up seeing that really soon. And then Nux will finally get his 1000% fuck video.
And take care of the people around me, the people who I love. And I'll probably talk about that later. But when I do come back, I'll post about it on Twitter. I'll post about it on YouTube. And just thank you guys for staying subscribed. And thank you guys for liking my videos. And I look forward to coming back to content creation for you guys. But once again, it's just not going to be for a while. So now with all that out of the way, hopefully I can feel better. Just getting some things off my chest for why I'm kind of going and, you know, kind of extrapolate on the previous things that I've been saying.
Bro, it's so fucked up because he's always so optimistic. It always hurts to hear him sad. It really does. Oh, fuck, dude. Don't stick your dick in crazy, I guess. That's...
I've always said that at karaoke shows. Don't stick your dick in crazy. But then again, I never took that advice, so...
I feel like that's another lesson here. Holy shit. Oh, God.
Indeed.
I'm a guy where I've been doing this for nearly 7 years. 7 years coming up in December. And
Damn.
I always think that I'm okay. I do. I'm not. And I know I'm not okay.
Fuck, dude.
I wasn't sleeping well. I wasn't happy. I was crashing out over things that didn't even bother me. I was saying things I didn't mean. Like, for example, I told another viewer to kill themselves. And I know that's no, but I really just shouldn't be saying that shit.
True. Yeah, I don't normally tell people to kill themselves. It's not my thing. So again, I feel like Tectone, you got to ground yourself in your.
It's funny when people are like get to the point of frustrated. Now, like I don't know. I didn't see that moment when he told a viewer to kill themselves, but really, like, how often have you, like, under your breath, and don't lie, chat, I know that you have, under your breath, as you've walked away from whatever it was, a school assignment, a teacher, a bully, something, you know, back when you were young, and you like walked away under your breath going, just why don't you fucking kill yourself, man, and put me out of my misery because you're gone, you know, and you say that kind of thing under your breath. You know, everybody's done it. There's the people who say that they haven't, but if you say you haven't, you're a liar, and I know you're a liar. You know, everybody has had those lives where they or those moments in their life where they walk away saying these type of things, and you're hoping and truly hoping to God that the person heard you, but didn't hear you to the point where they're going to sit there and beat the living crap out of you because you said that. You know, yeah, every time I exchange words with my boss, it's like kind of like, why don't you fucking kill yourself, dude? You know, if you're going to be an idiot, you're going to, you know, because a lot of these idiots out there, and I'm not trying to say, I'm not going to point out who the idiots are right off the bat, but a lot of these idiots out there who are thinking that, like, these terroristic supporting values of people like Hassan Piker not providing anything of value to the society that you live in, or providing anything value to the society that you're trying to live in, then you're kind of sitting there bringing us back and everybody back. And it doesn't help to go backwards.
Your reality a little bit. See, for me personally, I am a very happy person. I actually am very happy and content with my life. I love shitting on retards on the internet. It's a really good hobby. It also pays the bills. Extra W. But realistically, I'm so grateful for my situation because of my personal life.
Nux, you left one out. One of my favorites is when you do shit on retards, then they eventually see, you know, this person's shitting on me for this reason. Maybe, just maybe, I won't get shit on if I mended my ways, fixed my life. Just saying. So, you know, go ahead, continue shitting on retards because they need to see it.
Because I have people that I really care about in my personal life. And you need to make some sort of differentiation here. Separation between church and state. Separation between work and private life. Like, when your life is your content, it gets so much harder. Like, dog. And also, man, look, obviously I'm not giving any advice to Tectone in regards to who to date or whatever. But if you love her, marry her, okay? If you love her, marry the hoe, dude. Do it. Write a prenup, maybe, but marry her, bro. Do it. Put a ring on it immediately. Have some babies. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what's important in your life. Anyway, just make sure she's not like an insane person first.
You know, I shouldn't be saying that shit. It's gonna be a hard one to stop, but like, I don't like when I let things come out of my mouth that I don't feel like I could.
I just say things. Tectone, if you're watching this, I do apologize. I was literally just making a joke, obviously. Okay, I wasn't actually making a joke.
You weren't making a joke. Absolutely based.
I wasn't actually making a joke, but I was sort of making a joke. That's what I'm trying to say.
Stop.
Starting a fashion brand shouldn't feel impossible.
Come
Other
on.
print-on-demand
Let's
platforms
We're not.
claim
No,
to
we use a different platform. It's called
Yeah,
Fourthwall.
I-
You can
I
go
feel
to
bad for that shit. I really
twoheadsonemike.com
do.
and
Yeah.
get your
But the
merch.
problem in my life is
There we go.
that I'm a guy who
That is a
lost
problem.
a lot of shit because one evil person
Yeah.
decided to lie, and the internet ran with it. And now I'm being told, even more so, that I can't talk about anything.
Yeah, that's the worst part, when you can't even say anything about it. Fuck. No, dude, I really feel bad for him. It's such a fucking awful situation. But I look, whatever. The only advice I could give is don't let these people have power over you. You can't let these people have power over you. This person didn't ruin your life, okay? You have a great life, and you have people that really do care about you. This person is a piece of shit, like an absolute piece of shit that tried to ruin your life, and she failed, okay? She fucking failed.
All right. For those people who don't know, I keep on going back to this Casey Tron situation. Now, Casey Tron has been riding this train so much that it's pretty much became a her only content is bagging on Tectone and accusing Tectone of stupid thing. And I think that we're going to absolutely see Tectone back away until after the court dates are up, and after the court dates are up, he's going to come out, and I'm hoping to see a big old release all where he names names, because I mean, there's more than just Casey Tron, the Hassan supporters involved in this. There are their followings involved with this, and their followings are militant, freaking crazy psychopaths, and they can't be trusted. You know, they are. You know, and so like I really hope that Tectone stays safe, because don't trust these people.
Tried and she failed, and it'll take time to actually get justice if that happens, but she failed because you have a wonderful career, you have a wonderful personal life, and real friends that do matter. All right, you don't need a million friends, you only need one. Okay, you need one friend, and every friend past that one friend, well, that's just an added bonus. Okay, you need one person that really cares about you.
Hey, speaking of friends. Oh, hey. So yes, we do. It is all about that in this industry. The only thing I'm doing here, the reason why I'm on the internet, the reason why I'm hanging out is to hang out with friends. And he's trying to hang out with friends. He's been playing video games, and he's been talking about the stuff, and he's been doing all the stuff with his friends on the internet where everybody can see in front of a camera, you know. And once again, go back to these things, it completely ends up making it hard to hang out with your friends. Real quick, gonna go over here and check on everything. It is indeed time to hydrate. I have my coffee right here, and I have my stress ball, and I can stretch indeed. Thank you, Jesse, for reminding me. And oh yeah, the false advertisements from Tectone. That's what we're covering today. Tectone is dealing with all this stuff and why he's leaving. False allegations, mostly from Casey Tron, and his going bye-bye. You know, he's going to take a minute away. He's going to get his head back on straight, and then he's going to come back with even better content. Absolutely, because he's going to have time on his hands. Let's see. Let's go back to our boy Techie. All right.
And then an extra couple of homies just to talk shit and stuff when that happens. You can't let her win by ruining your life. Can't let anyone win by controlling you. I'm again, me saying this, it's really easy for me to say this because I'm not in that position that he's in right now. So obviously, it's a whole different ball game. But dog, God would not give you a challenge that you can't overcome. Okay?
That is a fact. I think that if you have a challenge there, you know, you got to see what that challenge is. You know, you're standing in front of a mountain, right? You're standing in front of a mountain, and that mountain is super tall. What is your challenge? Is your challenge to get past the mountain, up the mountain, back down the mountain, to the other side of the mountain? How do you get to the other side of the mountain? You can either take that mountain and take that challenge and go up it, and then go back down it and risk everything getting up and around. But then again, if the challenge is getting to the other side of the mountain, you can always drive around the mountain. And a lot of these people who have trouble getting to the other side of the mountain want to deal with the drama, the stress, the everything that comes with the package. But I'll have really high class friends, and I'll have big YouTuber friends, and that's the problem. Is you're chasing that drama that comes with the clout, and you just make your way to the other side of the mountain. Just go around the mountain. The village is on the other side of the mountain. Your objective is to get to the village. You don't have to take the OP advanced route just to get to that village. Nux stopped collabing because he let Visojo control his life. Virtually kind of did, in a sense. Nux did, in a sense, you know, but at the same time, like, his friends didn't want to acknowledge what was going on as well. So, I mean, why collab with people who don't want to acknowledge you? Hey, Jess.
You fucking pick yourself up and fucking win.
And I need to watch everything that I say, and I just can't operate underneath those. I can't operate like that. I can't. I'm a guy who tells you guys everything.
Yeah, no, but as far as content creation, it's brutal. Because again, people try really hard to make content and be. I am a very honest person with my content creation. I make it very clear that there are boundaries between my personal life and my public life that I
there
have
has
made.
to be.
I like living in privacy. I don't want my career to directly affect people because there's some guy that hates me. I don't want.
All right, Nux. No matter what you do, you're going to interfere, and somebody's going to hate you. You know, I mean, left and right. No matter what you do, somebody's going to be out there. There's always going to be a hater. I had a hater earlier today. You know, I mean, we dealt with that very well. I posted an AI picture of me, you, and Techie here. Somebody decided to comment on it, right? And the douchebag, I can't believe the nerve of him. He's like, grab a pencil. I said, I did grab a pencil. As soon as I did, I threw up every single picture I had, like, readily available till I got bored of throwing up images. And because he didn't respond back to, you want to tell me to grab a pencil? You need to fucking learn how to use a tool. Before you even start assuming that somebody doesn't know how to use a pencil, you need to understand that you need to know how to use a tool. A pencil is just one of the many tools an artist has in his repertoire. And guess what? If an artist does know his shit, he doesn't have to worry about AI, which is another tool. And I had to go off on this guy earlier. And the guy still hasn't responded. I've called you out, and I will call you out again. I've called you out now twice on this live broadcast, and I have told you already, as I showed my screen, you, on a public post, commented something very inappropriate. And I called you out, and you have not responded. So, that's exactly what the thing is. Yeah. And Fifi is still on. Yeah, Fifi still hangs out with Nux. You just don't see it too often. I think they just don't do collabs anymore. And Nags is always awesome. Got to appreciate a good Mets fan when you're So I like Nags.
Hassan Piker's goons to come try to kill me in the middle of the night. So, I try absolutely very hard to fucking make this delineation and this separation. That said, I'm very honest. Tectone is so honest, and I have so much respect for it, and he's so transparent. But when there's things that you're not able to share, when you're trying your best to be transparent, it is fucking brutal. Brutal!
I'm the guy who likes breaking the distance that a lot of these people in this space who lie to you. I like letting you guys know on what's actually going on. And that's why a lot of people can't stand my ass.
Well, a lot of people. A lot of people don't want to be called out. It's embarrassing when, for some people, it's embarrassing. You're called out as a liar. They're gonna go to the most ultimate defense that they possibly can, right? Which would be defending their situation with complete, utter assortment of even more lies, or pulling everything apart and trying to turn it around on you by saying this. See what you just said based off of your response, you immediately went there. And it's like, you know what? I'm immediately showing you where you're wrong, and you get upset. This is a problem with a lot of society, and we can't let that propagate. When somebody's that guy, you definitely got to pull him aside and say, hey, look. If not pull him aside, you got to put him in the middle of the town square and point and laugh.
Well, a lot of these people are faked bitches, to be clear. A lot of these people can't stand you because they're fake as fuck. And they really don't like when someone is not fake is around. Because you can always rely on a fake person to be fake. Having true people in your life makes it so much more difficult. All right?
Good luck
the fake
at
ass
finding
motherfuckers,
them.
they have a really, really good time about being fake and being liars. And you can always trust a liar to be a liar. But it's the honest people you have to worry about. Because they might just tell your truth. So that is one thing. And the other thing is, you're edgy. You're edgy. And this is something that's really sad, okay?
All right, hold on.
You can bring your team's best and
No free promo. No free promo. There we go.
This is something really sad. Fuck. All right, how do I make this bigger, dude? Never mind. Whatever. Woman lies. Okay? A woman lies. Now you have two options. Well, you have three options. Option one is you don't believe her. Don't believe her. That's option one. Option two, no comment. You just ignore the situation. You don't actually have anything you want to say on it. Option three is you believe her. You believe the lie. Again, you don't know that it's a lie because you're believing her. Right? These are the three options that you actually have. Okay?
So let's see what Nux has got to say here. When particularly this situation, we're talking about the allegations against Tectone that had been spread by people like Casey Tron and a few others. And your three options of what to do. First of all, denying something, I'm going to go through it before he goes through it. Denying something, in my opinion, is just going to make you look even guiltier. If it's baseless, doesn't need a response, don't respond. If goes to no comment. If you deny it, you're going to look worse, because there's always, especially when females do things, they pull out a whole arsenal of everything you did wrong. So or everything in the world. It's even things that you didn't even know you did wrong. A text message, a tweet from 12 years ago, or whatever is coming in as full ammunition on your response to denying something. On top of that, now you have to realize, if you deny, right? You deny, then everybody in that circle and surrounding circles get to watch you dance around the denials. Now, if you believe a lie, which is your prerogative to believe everything until there's guilt. You know, I always believe like that there's 50% truth and 50% not truth to any lie that most people say. If they're going to make a lie about you that is believable, you have to have some truth. So, you know, this is a problem with that kind of battle. Now, the no comment thing is one I prefer, but it still doesn't make you look good because you're not fighting. And the people who like to fight those believe or don't believe battles, now, when you don't comment, they go and try to find a way to tell everybody that, see, you're not acknowledging it because it's true. You know, it's absolutely nutty. Hey, yo, how you doing? Thinking head games. Hey, how you doing? Hey, we're thinking. We got a bunch of heads and we're thinking right now. We're putting our heads together. We're trying to figure out what Nux is telling us. We're breaking down the situation because our boy Tectone is letting us know why he's not going to be around. And it's sad. Stick around. Let's see what the next thing is in Nux's his breakdown of what I just saw him write down.
These are the three options. The no comment option is absolutely the best option because who knows if they're actually lying. They might not be lying. They might be telling the truth, and you don't actually know the situation. Now, if this is true and there is no comment, that's great. But the problem is, how do you act after you have no comment? Do you still associate with the person that she's lying about, or do you not associate with the person that she's lying about? If you associate with that person, right? If you associate with that person, well, then it kind of just goes to show that people will think that you didn't believe the woman. If you don't associate with that person, right? Well, then people were just going to assume that you just believe her. And if you believe her, it gives her credibility, okay? Now, the reason why this is so cruel is because it's so easy to virtue signal. If you just don't associate, because this is the path that almost everyone's going to take. If you just don't associate with the person because the woman lied about him, then people will think that you believe this woman, and that is good virtue signal points. Because, you know, if you believe women, then that makes you woke and awesome and cool and stuff. It puts you on the right side of history, according to the woke leftist retards. So, essentially, a lot of people that are going to be in the no comment because they don't actually know the reality, they're just not going to want to associate, and it's going to be taken as credibility to this lady. So,
you know, and that goes back to the statement I made earlier with a lot of people.
Realistically,
hold on. Hey,
it's
hey,
fucking
stay paused.
horrible.
Stay paused. All right. So that brings us back to the statement that I was saying earlier, right? So you don't want to be. A lot of people they see the optics. I think that like you're being a moron if you're looking at the optics of. All right, well, you know, you were a friend of mine, but this person said it. And I can't not say something, so I'm just not going to say anything at all and not associate. And now, so wait, hold on, because somebody that said something that you definitely didn't verify, you can cancel me as a friend on the side. You just don't want to be seen around me or do a collab with me because I associate with somebody who associates with somebody who had an allegation. You know, then you got that whole guilt by association thing turns into a snowball on its own.
This is tragic, and it ends in destruction. It really, really does. It absolutely does. So I live my life based on evidence. I really do. I try very hard. I never accept an allegation at face value unless I think that there's something to it. I don't. I just, personally, I will always go down the no comment path if I don't actually have an opinion because I don't know the reality, but I will still associate until actually proven otherwise. Because realistically, I don't think you should ruin someone's life and give people the power to ruin people's lives because they made an allegation that there's no evidence for, that people are just believing randomly. It's
Preach.
fucking horrible. If it's true that this person is a rapist, I'm gonna be real, that's horrible. Friendship over. Okay?
Indeed. And so like I mean, if it comes up, like something like that comes up in your group, your I don't know, collab circle, your party group, your karaoke Thursday night crew, and that kind of thing comes up, you find out that for example, you have a friend who violated another friend, you're going to end up sitting down and wanting to take care of that. But you also need to go, hey, look, don't want you in my group anymore if this is true. If it's not, prove yourself, and I will believe you until you can prove otherwise. You know, and now you have, unfortunately, if, say, for example, if it's a friends group, two people saying completely opposite, causing drama within the same group. One not trying to cause drama while the other one is. At the same time, that guilt by association ruins both parties.
Up to
Oh, I just
And
accidentally,
you know
hold
the
on a second,
funny-
hold on a second, people. I just lost my spot. Hold on. I accidentally clicked in the wrong spot.
knows if they're actually lying. They might not be. Sorry, that's a line I ain't crossing. And I will never be friends with a rapist. That's just not gonna happen. But I need evidence that this person's a rapist. I'm not just taking
Sorry
some
about
random
that.
slighted bitch's word for it, especially if they get the added bonus of calling out a famous person so that they can get clout off of lies. Like, when I see that there is such an obvious reason why someone would lie, well, to be honest, that makes me think that perhaps there was a lie. Okay, if Jesus could forgive, we could forgive too. I didn't say I wouldn't forgive this person. It's just not someone I would associate with unless I know that they repented.
Plus, also, Jesus said, "Forgive, but don't forget." Necessarily, you know. I mean, you forgive. Of course, you forgive. But I mean, like, if like in the long run, you don't want to like. You really don't want to just forget. If you forget, you open yourself up to those things yet once again. For those people who forgive and forget, I hate those people. I really do. I absolutely despise you if you want to forgive and forget. If I forgive you for coming up and doing something to my family, accusing me of something, killing my career, killing my home life, causing my spouse or significant other to leave me, doing whatever you do, and I go, oh, I forgive you. What? You're crazy, because that person's going to do it again and again and again repetitively. If you forgive and forget, you are a pushover. Don't forgive and forget. Forgive, yes, and then hold it over their heads.
And I don't know if any content creator would ever repent or if they're just doing it for clout. So realistically, that's kind of off the table.
Absolutely
it's
off the
horrible.
table.
It's a disgusting
Absolutely.
situation. And unfortunately, in this industry, basically, women are kind of
Never
incentivized
forget. Yeah.
to make false rape allegations. It literally just puts your name on the map. It's rough out there, buddy. It's rough out there.
Fucking loud, bald, weird looking. I don't want to say ugly.
No,
Well,
no.
Damn,
no,
that's
yeah.
crazy. That's crazy.
It's all
I'm
right.
working on it, okay? I'm down 100 pounds. Right?
Respect.
I'm really trying my best here.
Respect, dude.
Hey.
But man, like, I haven't showered in like 2-3 days or some shit.
Look at the
bro.
green
I'm
lines.
going full like grease goblin right now, man. It's gross. Oh, I got a new tattoo, by the way. It's mango with the frostmourne in his
Hey.
mouth on the tombstone, like from Dark Souls 1 with Galatians 4:16. That's my favorite Bible verse on there. There's
Hell
a
yeah,
reference
dude.
to Sith from Dark Souls 1. And I also got a nice bonfire.
Bro, Tectone, another piece of advice, not that you care, but if you're taking time off, read the Bible. Read the Bible. Just basic scripture. Just read it. Start from the Old Testament, work your way down. Come on, dude, you got this.
For anybody who didn't get it.
it's a good read, even if you're not like into a lot of the Bible stuff. It's a good read. Tells people how to behave. A lot of people who claim to be religious don't take the time to read their own book. And I'll tell you what, a lot of good heads read that book. A lot of heads that claim to be good heads don't read it, and then they turn out to be shitty people. Just saying. Give it a read. And if you want to know how to be a good person, there's a whole book right there, a whole Bible tells you how to be a good person. Gives you examples on how not to as well.
And also because it looks fucking hype. Getting more tattoos. So probably getting a collarbone tattoo and getting all this arm sleeved up. Getting the American flag pretty soon with a little bit more than the American flag, but I'm very excited about that. But yeah, the problem with my life currently is that I don't get any time to feel okay. I don't get any time to relax and say, I'm good, I can chill for the day. And what do I mean by that? My problem is
when you're a content creator, it's really difficult to disconnect. It is so difficult to disconnect. Because there's always something going on Twitter. There's always something going on YouTube. Someone's calling you out. Someone's making claims about you. You have to make responses. You have to be on top of things. You have to discuss things. Like, especially when you're a content creator and you're covering, like, news-type topics. Every time you don't cover something, people are saying, oh, you're not covering it because you're trying to hide something. It becomes really, really difficult to turn your brain off as a content creator.
It's sad and true. And once again, I got to get premium. If people want me to get premium so that way these interruptions don't happen, please make sure that you donate to the Ko-Fi.
Yeah, no.
Because I use the Ko-Fi, ko-fi.com/KJCowboyDan to pay for premium.
That's fucked
up. Back in the day, it was like, oh man, I fucked up. I know they're going to clip that. And that's going to be on this Reddit. That's going to be on that Twitter. That's going to be on that fucking forum.
You let them clip your fuck ups. Absolutely. Let them clip the fuck ups, because every time I fuck up, I learn and I get better. Maybe that clip needs to be there. If I fucked up and I did something and I truly, as long as you didn't alter the clip and as long as you didn't make it look like I was doing something sus and I truly fucked up, I will use that clip when you clip it to remind myself that that's where I fucked up. If I do something wrong, clip it. Absolutely. It's a way of shaming me into doing better. And I respect you if I do better. But if you find something that you think is fucked up that I've said and I called somebody a retard and you don't like it, well, maybe you might be the retard I was calling the retard. And clipping me calling you a retard is just exactly that. Clipping me calling you a retard. And I hope you use it for your advantage and not become a retard in the future.
They're going to fucking rip into me. And that's comforting. Because then knowing if I don't do anything fucked up, then
that's
I'm fine.
crazy. Not anymore.
The problem is that because I'm now in a position where there's this massive lie told about me, I never get to rest, ever. I wake up every morning in the middle of the night just wondering, did they lie again? Did someone else lie?
That's crazy.
What false narrative is the public going to believe about me?
It's a slippery slope. And once you start doing one thing and you don't get caught for it, or you don't get punished for it, or you continue to proceed with your actions, people won't trust you. That dog that cried wolf. I mean, not that boy that cried dog. That wolf that cried boy. The boy that cried wolf. That's the one. Now, if you are that guy, crying wolf, or that girl yelling about something that didn't happen to prove a point so you can probably advance your own clout, you got to sit down and ask yourself a question. Will people believe me tomorrow? Because you get caught in a lie. Look at all these people who are getting caught gaming. Thank you. Proving my point from earlier. Thank you for helping me pull up Matthew. I'm gonna pull that one up and read it out loud to everybody. I think that everybody needs to understand that like we are a group of people that need to know that you got to be good heads out there, you know. And Matthew 18 is the parable of the unmerciful servant. And pretty much a little breakdown. Let's see. We're going to read a little bit of it here. Then Peter came to Jesus and asked, Lord, how many times shall I forgive my brother or sister who sins against me? Up to 7 times? Jesus answered, I tell you not 7 times, but 77 times. Therefore, the kingdom of heaven is like a king who wanted to settle accounts with his servants. As he began a settlement, a man who owned 10,000 bags of gold, as was brought to him, since was not able to pay. The master ordered that he and his wife and his children all had been sold to repay the debt. Now, see, that's a little, it's a little frightening, but at the same time, you know, I mean, let's forget about that part, and this the main part. How many times do I have to forgive you? I will forgive you every time. 77 times now, 7 times now. To get in to where to get into the good place with me is to continue forgiving. But you're not going to forget. But you're not. I mean, a good person is not going to. A person who is good is not going to have to worry about being forgiven. And I think like when we sit there and we do something and then, well, either we'll get forgiven for our transactions and ill deeds, or we can just hope that nothing goes wrong out of it. And it is a valid point that you got to keep forgiving, but you shouldn't have those people in your circle, in your lifestyle, and if you can help it, where you have to keep forgiving somebody for doing something that pretty much puts your life in a position of harm, your life in a position of mistrust or heat. You know, and once you got to that point of hate, you start losing the ability to forgive people, and I feel sad when we lose the ability to forgive people. Yeah, 7 times, 77 times. You know, how many times do you forgive your family and friends for doing something stupid? Every single time. But those stupid small things that your family and friends are dealing with, those are not going to affect your life in the way that what Casey Tron and Hassan Piker are doing to this man. He can forgive them all day long, but in the long run, will it do any good? Will it help him? I really, uh, I really hope that Tectone is able to come through this safely. And anybody else going through these situations, if you have somebody that's having some stuff spread against them inappropriately or anything else in that regard, you got to definitely let them know. Say, hey, I forgive you, but I don't. Skip to 22 and 23. All right, let me go back in 22 and 23. We'll go to verse 22 and 23. All right. So, yeah, that was the part that was about there. So if we scroll down, you're like, uh, Okay, I'm scrolling down, looking at it. So this right here, 22 and 23, it kind of goes into that right there. I like 22. This is always a big thing, but the problem is like I don't really want to talk about selling your family into slavery and whatnot on that part of this story. But I totally understand that the Bible had that kind of stuff going on, but. Um, the servants and we're looking at like the story where the story goes on, yeah, he pities people, he pities his servants, he canceled on debts and let them go, you know. That is the good, the I don't know, I don't know, I don't know how to look at history like that, you know. It's like, okay, you know, I guess he did good by his people by letting them go after, you know, paying off their debts. But like the flat out fact of the matter is like I like going down, let's stop down to 33. Then the master called the servants in. You wicked servant, he said, I cancel all the debt of yours because you begged me to. Shouldn't shouldn't you have had mercy on your fellow servants as you had to? And this is where I was getting at. It's still going to happen. You know, it's still going to happen. And I had to read everything, and I because I don't remember all the story. In anger, his master held him over the jailers to be tortured until you pay back all he owed. Now that's kind of like very dark, you know, but at the same time, yeah, I get what you're saying here, but I think when it comes down to forgive and forget, you got to look at right there. How many times are you going to ask for forgiveness? It, the rest of this right here, when you look upon your maker and the person who judges you, that's what you're talking about for the rest of that. Casey Tron will have to look upon her maker and deal with all this part. All that right there, Casey Tron will look at. You know, I guarantee you. But in the meantime, we're only going to ask for forgiveness so many times before we end up going about saying, hey, look, we're not going to, we're only human. There's only so much forgiveness that we're going to give. Legitimately. Stab me in the back once, shame on me. Stab me in the back twice, shame on me. But stab me in the back 4 times, you're a dick, and I'm not going to forgive you anymore. That's my thought process. And I will also eliminate a lot of people from my followings in that case scenario. Like the whole what happens at the end after forgiveness and everything, and I've done my part. Tectone has been trying to do his part, and it's been obvious based off of like a lot of the statements he's been making on Twitter, you know, the way he backs away. You can only forgive so much as a human being. Yes, God tells you to keep on 7 times, 777 times. You know, it does. You know, but that is what God tells you to do, is to forgive and forgive. But you are human, and if you keep forgiving, you're just being a pushover. And you can't let people push you over because you're willing to just drop it and forgive it. Hold it over their heads. Make them realize otherwise. You know, yeah, you forgave them, but you're not going to forget, and you're not going to let them fuck up again. That's what you do. Just because you're forgiven doesn't mean I'm going to stop you next time you do it. I'm going to make sure that you don't do it again, or that if you do it again, you're going to get what you deserve. Karma, whatever. Fuck around, find out.
Oh, fuck, dude. Easier said than done, but dude, their boos mean nothing. You see what makes them cheer, okay? Like, dude, their boos mean nothing. They mean nothing to you. They don't matter. Fuck, it's so rough, man. Oh god, I hope he takes some time and they're just doing this shit. You know? Like, it's crazy, but they mean nothing. I don't care about them.
You shouldn't care about them. I mean, first of all, if somebody's making threats about you because you're Jewish or whatever, a lot of these people who are part of this Free Palestine movement and very anti-Jew. A lot of them claim to be Christians, and then you sit there and you want to point it out to them. You do realize that your savior was a Jew. Your savior. How can you not like who this person is at all? How can you not like him because he is a member of the Jewish peoples?
And honestly, I can only do that because of the strong foundation I have in my personal life. And not only from my own chat do I get these death threats.
And it's annoying as shit.
Oh, God.
Like, once again, I love YouTube, I love Twitch, but the culture
Yeah,
of
it's
the
rough.
internet is fucking terrible. Where good people have to worry about being considered a horrific person
True.
due to things they've never even done.
True.
It's crazy. Now, I will say,
True.
that chapter is coming to a close soon. And I promise you guys, when I get to close this chapter,
It's gonna be beautiful.
this year, by the way,
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
I'm going to make some fucking banging ass content.
Oh, hell.
Accused of it, right? They've actually gone about and re-entered the streaming industry. Those people who even did, and people forget about it 10 minutes later that they did something so horrible. And so, like, if somebody lies about you and people who did horrible things are gonna be like forgiven 10 minutes later, you know what? You can go and call her out, and that 10 minutes later, maybe it might be a year later, but it'll come forward that it was wrong, and you did. When all these allegations first started coming out, Tech, you called it out. You started saying, hey, here's what's going on. Casey Tron's spreading bullshit. So much, in fact, that you got in contact with a lot of larger YouTubers to get behind you. You ended up getting a Legal Mindset behind you, and you built up a team there, and you are kicking ass. You know, I envy you, and I look forward to seeing what you got coming for us in your up-and-coming content.
Obviously, it matters a lot. I'm not trying to undermine it or say, but who cares? Who cares? If you love yourself, if your girlfriend loves you, and if in the eyes of God you are a good man, why? Who cares? If some fucking whore is out there that hates you, who cares? Obviously, it matters. I'm not saying this because I'm trying to say it doesn't matter. I'm trying to say that it's because they are irrelevant.
Absolutely irrelevant. It doesn't matter who they are. As soon as they come into your venue, your spot, your place to be, right? They're coming into your place, right up onto where you're working, right up into where you're enjoying yourself extracurricularly. If it's a karaoke night, if it's a live stream and they're in your chat, it doesn't matter who it is, or if it's somebody that you collaborated with in the past. If you're having issues, you know, with these people, and they decide to do whatever, it is completely irrelevant what they think. And it will only be relevant to the people who are watching you when you make it relevant by reacting in certain ways. As Tectone, you've sat there, and if you ever watch this, I'm telling you, you sat there, I've watched, and you've been respectful about the situation every single time. Sure, maybe a couple of times you might have said something a little hot under the collar, especially dealing with these allegations. I would have probably said more. You kept a very steady head. And I'll tell you what, I don't think I could have done any better. I would have definitely went off the rails with the situation you're going on through right now. I would have been off the rails. Just want to say, hey, to the Dozy Drummer, thanks for filling in a lot of the blanks. Really confused as why he decided to take a break. Casey Tron is so problematic. Indeed. Now, a lot of people knew it was the Casey Tron situation, but just the way he just didn't say anything, and he hasn't really said Casey Tron's name in a minute, and I think that's because what he said about what Legal Mindset told him a few months back was not real. Don't give her the time of day. Don't even respond anymore. He stopped responding to a lot of the Casey Tron drama on Twitter. She kept on tagging him and trying to get him to react on to Twitter, and fortunately you had larger creators like Nux and a few others who stepped in, and if you look at those posts, it's entertaining. It was entertaining, absolutely. Nux railed in on her a few times.
Holy shit, dude! You're a good ass man.
Oh, no free promo, no free promo. Hold on.
Only the light can save us.
There we go.
Looking forward to that shit
Got to
so
get
much.
premium. Got to
Nothing
get
to
premium.
prove.
It's been a pain. There's so many bad people out there. It's
Yeah,
actually
true.
wild. And that's something that I guess I can just talk about. Guys, I'm so fucking bitter. I'm just old and bitter. I'm
Dude,
not
you
making
have
a
the right to
podcast
be
called
bitter.
Old and bitter podcast, bro. I hate these fucking.
I will be
people.
there.
Straight up.
Oh, dude, Tectone. I understand you're in Texas, but I'm Arkansas. It's not too far away. Just every once in a while, you want to do the Old Bitter Man podcast? I am the head in the jar for you. Tectone. Come on, I'm bitter. I want to complain. I want to talk about how the kids are running around in my yard and they threw that ball in there. It's my ball now. Okay? So let YouTube. I'm going to use my analogy here. YouTube is like a school dance. Football game had just ended. Maybe your team won, and everybody's all pumped up. Their numbers are up. Got a good score. Everybody's doing good. The team went great. They did the sporting and they won. Whatever, school dance at the end of the thing. You have all your different creators in this gymnasium with a DJ, and the DJ spinning music, and the lights are down, and disco ball and lasers, whatever, and you got Hassan Piker and the asshole crew. They think they're cool, they're rich, and whatever. Then you got the side crews, the preppies that connect, and those preppies would be like, I don't know, Ludwig, and they're rich, and and so you got the preppies and the sorority people hanging out with Ludwig and Cutie Cinderella. Then you got like your goth kids over there talking about whatever YouTube that they're into. I don't know, murder mysteries or something. And then you got your TikTok book talkers who's like into like the really sus girl porn that's on TikTok, those books that they talk about all the time, and all these people are making their content together, doing things together, and socializing in the same little group. And now you have the group going, okay, well, my group interacted with your group, and your group has KJCowboyDan, and my group has Tectone, and something happened that may or may not have happened, and she may or may not have lied about it, and he may or may not have denied it, even if it was the truth or wasn't the truth. And now everybody in the gymnasium knows that that Tectone and KJCowboyDan had a thing, because it was all over. Everybody pulled out their cell phones. Sorry. Let me look at chat while I catch my breath. I would also like to join the Bitter Middle-Aged podcast. Absolutely. Well, you know what? If he doesn't do it, we need to do it. X Street. The old people are talking on the X Street Old Bitter podcast. We're at the X Street Retirement Center, and the original host of the X Street podcast are now going to be bitter. But anyhow, no. So, like, really, it comes down to a point where you're at this school dance, all right, and that school dance has now had a little drama in it, and now it's being seen. Now, for the rest of the week, everybody's going to be texting everybody going, hey, did you see what happened? But we're doing it in digital form. We're doing it weaponizing Twitter. We're weaponizing X. Yeah, we are. We did that a long time ago. I remember when they weaponized ICQ and whatever, and I was in high school, and they're like, oh, well, we're going to use the bulletin boards to like totally like blast the boys, you know, and I'm like, oh, okay, you know. I knew if I ticked off my girlfriend if I went onto the server that day, and because our school had a bulletin board server that you can check from the school computers, and they'd blast you on the internet right there. You know, I mean, this is not new. This is not new drama that Tectone's going through. This is everybody's lived that life, and it's that life of the high school life, and I feel like all these different cliques on the internet, they're high school, and you're eventually going to find somebody in your circle that is high school. And slowly I've been weeding those people out of my own circle just because I don't want to have to deal with something like what Tectone's going through. Because if I have to deal with it in the side of, as your friend supporting you because that person was in my group and they did something to you, I don't want to have to also be there having to go, hey, you know, that person's here. You need to go to the other side of the gymnasium every time there's a friggin' dance and she wants to show up to the dance and ruin your good time. The YouTubers tend to be very high school in that case scenario.
Yeah, they're fucking sociopaths that broadcast themselves to millions of people. They are literally
That was way too coincidental.
there to sell a fake personality to millions of people. I agree. 100%. And they have everything to gain by lying. True. Tectone, I'm going to tell you something. I don't know if you're watching this video. I'm just talking to my chat. But I'm going to tell you something that I think is pretty diabolical. All right? So, there is this concept, okay? Because I know that, you know, Tectone's the GOAT. All right? Love this dude. Tectone's the GOAT. But check this out. Check this out. I believe, personally, that Satan, all right, whispers in everybody's ear. All right, there is no man without sin. All right, you know, everyone has an inclination to make the wrong decision. That's what free will is all about. You have free will. You have the ability to fuck up. Now, I think the higher you climb, the bigger that fucking whispering in your ear to make a bad decision is gonna be. Now, you could say it's demons. All right, you could say it's Satan. You could say it's greed and human nature.
I live in the South. I live in the South, and they're going to want to say it is demons. I call it human nature. Though people are going to instinctively use you. Just be aware if they are. If you know they're using you and you're using them in return in an appropriate way, then you're not going to have to worry about whether or not somebody using you for clout or whatever in any fashion, or even using your pain to feed off of. You better be well aware what they're about before they start.
All right, whatever you believe in, I do believe that the bigger your reach is, the more famous you are, and the more powerful you are, the more corrupted you get.
Of
and
course.
the much easier it'll be
Once
to
again, goes back to the
broadcast
popular
evil.
class.
So I very much believe, that there is a crazy amount of evil shit that goes on. Especially when it comes to famous people that are broadcasting their personality and propagandizing the masses. The fucking Xenos, man.
They do. And in this fucking town. It's so bad. It's so bad. I was watching this video on, like, what happened to Austin, Texas. And all these
Hipsters.
pussy-ass libs from California
True.
came over to Austin.
True.
They just ruined this fucking town, bro.
I mean, understandable. I mean, if you think about sinning, wokeness is all 7 of the deadly sins.
Whoa.
What if you
think
can
about
create
it.
your own website by saying, this is what I want? With Wix, you can.
Got it, but hold on a second. Hold on. We're
First
not
up,
sponsored
let's
by
talk about
Wix.
AI
You know, what we need to do is I'm going to put together a little special thread. I am on a limited income, so I do understand a lot of times when those YouTube ads get kind of annoying. But we're going to figure out a better way to do reactions as things come up. But in the meantime, if anybody does want to support the channel, feel free to go to ko-fi.com/KJCowboyDan and donate the price of a coffee. That way I can afford to either get YouTube Premium or a good downloader to download videos from, and then we'll have an easier time reacting. But I do apologize. Yeah, drowsy hipsters, man. They go through towns like, and just like shake things up like that. I'll tell you what, I was in this one little town in upstate New York, and it was a nice little town, but Saturdays, it's nose rings as far as the eye can see. Just saying. But yeah, hipsters is what's but I think Texas is about ready to take their state back. They're about ready to send the hipsters out.
Pride parades, bro. Like literally, pride parades. Pride. What are you fucking talking about? That's what they named their fucking movement. They name it after the chief of the deadly sins, right? Wrath, bro. We get trans shootings twice a fucking month these days. All right, I don't know what's going on with those people. All right. You get lust. Come on, dude. What are we fucking talking about? These are people that have fucking whore orgies, as we call them. Envy? Are you fucking retarded? You have people that are envious of other people's genders and decide to swap these days. Shit's crazy. Shit's insane. Envy? It's an entire society based off of those billionaires. How dare those billionaires be billionaires? I deserve their shit. Greed.
I've been quoting this over and over again. Not exactly the way he said it, but I've been saying this, right? And over and over again. Like the left is very much so about wanting whatever people have. It's in a sense I'm famously known for telling off of people on a show that I was at for them and a few of their following being communists because they felt like they needed something that they didn't work for. Or they felt like that capitalism was taking away from their ability to do something. And I'm not a big fan of that mentality. So I started like exactly spouting this exact statement, and I'm not a big fan of child mutilation, which the transgender community is trying to push forward. I'm not a big fan of the brainwashing that a good majority of the left have been doing historically, and they've been using media. A branch of entertainment that I myself have failed at several times in my life, just to, so it's something I love. I've been loving trying to do something in media. I was an extra on the Power Rangers for 2 scenes, and didn't go anywhere with that. 2 small scenes, nothing big. Nothing, it wasn't even a real story, and then never happened again. And then I tried to be a radio DJ, didn't work, but I love it. But even there, I went to radio broadcasting classes and whatnot, and they tell you, okay, well, the propaganda is gonna pay more, so you're probably gonna be taking jobs with propaganda most likely. And even then, you don't know you're taking that job with propaganda. And the left likes to press that that propaganda that is horrible.
Dog, these people don't want to fucking work. They don't want to work for a living. They expect everything to fall in their lap. They should get social security. You want communism, where they're literally just taking money from people that earn it and put it in their lap.
That's because they don't believe that they have to work to deserve something. These people believe that they deserve what they want. They don't feel like they can work for it. I mean, there's a few people in a community that I'm part of that believe that an MSRP should be much lower because they can't afford to have a certain item because it's their favorite thing.
sloth. They sit at home and play video games and have their orgies as much as they want, and literally they get funding from everyone. All right, what are we doing? Dog, they are all 7 of the deadly sins, and they are polluting your town with that shit. Do you know why they're going to Texas? They're going to Texas because Texas doesn't pay taxes, okay? So they're going from California, which they destroyed, to Texas.
California is a shithole. I lived in Southern California forever. It was a shithole when I lived there. It's gonna be a shithole now. You know. Unfortunately, California didn't survive the 80s. Like the 80s, it was like, oh yeah, California is gonna be big and huge, and it kept on getting nicer and nicer and nicer again. The 90s came around, and it's like, fuck. You know, seriously. And like every single governor there, especially after Schwarzenegger. Sorry, Schwarzenegger was a good governor for Los Angeles. You know, he should have ran for mayor and not governor. You know, and every governor after in California was a complete moron. Just totally destroyed like anything they were working for. Going to go back and check on chat here. Dozy says, totally agree. Parents need to get their kids to 18 when they can decide what to do about their bodies. Yeah, it seems fair. You know, I mean, and first of all, 18, make it 21. You have to be old enough to drink. Make it 21, old enough to drink. And here's the reason why I say that. Most people start making their biggest decisions when they start drinking. Don't let people start making decisions that'll hurt you before you're 21, because you know otherwise you're just barely starting to get your life education at 18. If you like lived the life I did and got kicked out of the house by your stepdad at 17 and had to live as a minor trying to figure out how to do an adult life, you know, so you know, definitely make it 21. If you're going to let somebody mutilate themselves or take these elective surgeries to have body parts that are crucial to your DNA and your makeup and your chromosomes and everything, then you need to be able to have had at least the beginning of an education that's outside of high school, a real life education, and be able to pass certain types of mental tests in order to prove that you're making these decisions of sound mind. You know, I'm tired of seeing people letting kids do this. You know, letting kids mutilate themselves and regret it in the future. You know, if you're an adult and you're happy with your change that you made, congratulations. I respect you. I do. I respect you. But you have no place telling me not to let my kid not do something until he turns 21. My kid, fortunately, Kaz, is like the smartest guy in the world, and he will go out and he will show any woke liberal how to be a man. He was in the military and retired from the military, and now takes care of his daddy. You know, that boy is a true man, and if anybody wants to learn, study that boy, because that boy learned how to grow up and be an adult. Where a lot of people, I can't say, especially where I'm at now in Arkansas, I don't think they know how to adult, let alone live life as a stable human being and not do things like what Casey Tron is doing to Mr. Beautiful Bald-Headed Tectone.
Destroy it. Oh, and gluttony. They're all fat fucks.
I mean, as a guy
Indeed.
who lived in Austin, like back since like 2012, 2011, maybe 2013, one of those years.
Dude, they ruined LA and now they came to try and ruin another city. Like, dude, you know, I'll give you a really good example. Immigration, right? What taxes don't we pay in Texas? You don't pay income tax in Texas. Or sales tax. State tax, sorry. There's no state tax in Texas. So the funniest thing is, this is the funniest part. Immigration, right? They take people.
Before he continues on, in Oregon, there's there is no sales tax, and I believe like the state tax is like really low. It's more of they do property taxes is what gets you, but state of Oregon recently allowed passed laws that most of the states are slowly passing. They passed the marijuana thing, and it's working out very well with them. Unfortunately, they decriminalized a lot of other drugs, which I really think was a stupid idea. Like, first of all, Oregon, like, their system was like, okay, well, we're being overrun. Really? Are you? Or are you not rehabilitating your criminals and they're just going back into the jails? I mean, you can't just decriminalize everything. It's not going to be good. Look at California. They decriminalized almost everything that possibly could. And now that state's dealing with horrible management. And their own citizens are not happy.
People from the third world to put it in our country, and then suspiciously some of our communities become third world looking communities. You import the third world, you become the third world. You import the woke freaks, you become the woke freaks. It's kind of crazy.
It's so different now. It is. It's so different. Like, people will drop you like that because he doesn't exist in this space. Oh, you're a slight inconvenience to my content or my brand.
Of course.
Drop you like a
it's all pure and basic narcissistic sociopathy.
dime immediately. It is pathetic. These people are so fucking weak.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, if I was a streamer right now, and I'm gonna make a whole video on this, by the way. I'm gonna make
Look forward to it.
on the journey of being a viewer to
Yeah.
a content creator. Man, if I was a CC right now, I wouldn't want to talk to anybody. Straight up, I would not talk to anybody.
Like, this is coming from the guy, dude, I've been stabbed in the back by fucking everybody. Like, not just from enemies, dog. I've had friends fucking betraying me, throwing me under the bus because they get a little bit of shit from somewhere else. Like, dude, I relate, my brother.
I go through the similar situations. You know, I do a lot for a lot of people. I try to make what's going on in the community happen, and it doesn't always pan out. So, and either people are like, I expected you to bring more. I'm like, I am a nobody streamer trying to help other nobody streamers not make the same mistakes I made. You know, so you can do better with your life. And I'm learning with everybody else. So if there's something you need, I will help you. But don't just tell me that I didn't help you. And don't tell other people that I don't know what I'm talking about. Because I'm going to be the first person to tell everybody, I don't know what I'm talking about 90% of the time. But I do know where I went wrong. You know, and stabbing somebody in the back in this community is a very big thing, especially when it comes down to what you assume is a fact and what you assume isn't. Because you can use your own preconceived fantasy ideas to support the reasonings you stab somebody in the back. We see it all the time with the Ludwig stuff. Every time Ludwig says one thing and he says he's going to do something for somebody in the community, and then all of a sudden, whether it be his keeper over there, Piker, or his other keeper, Cutie Cinderella, you see that he ends up saying different things, and it keeps on bouncing back and forth. You know, and what is Ludwig's true opinion on a situation? Can we get that? No, we can't, because he's too busy worrying about who is going to backstab him, because he's already just backstabbed two people by making one statement. And I have had personal experiences as well, particularly in the Magic the Gathering community on a show that I used to be a regular supporting guest, where they would constantly have people talking about it. I would just, like, I'm honest, I'm like straightforward. You ask me the right questions, yeah, I'm pissed, and I'm pissed at you for certain things. I'm pissed at a certain host in the gaming and co-host in the gaming industry who hosts a gaming channel that I no longer support. who was botting his channels. So you bought your channels and you're a gaming industry host. Makes me say, you know what? That guy supports cheating. You know that guy supports cheating. You're not, and I'm not going to say his name because I've already blasted this guy enough on the internet as it is, right? But, but if you're willing to support cheating and you're going to be telling your community that you're a channel that is a gaming channel and you play video games, then your community is learning that you're okay with cheating. And your community needs to be okay with the fact that you're okay with cheating. And when somebody pulls you out and pulls you aside and says, hey, look, a couple of times, and then when you ignore it and leave, you're still associated with that. If somebody finds out, then you're associated with their cheating. How is that fair? Yeah, personal experience is definitely underrated, though. You're right, and it doesn't matter. They're gonna stab you in the back no matter what you do. It's the parable of the wolf and the scorpion. The scorpion needed to cross the river, and so did the wolf. The wolf says, "You're not gonna sting me, right?" Says, no, I need to cross the river too. I will die. So Scorpion gets on top of the wolf's head and wolf paddles across the river. Halfway across, Scorpion's instinct kicks in, gets scared, thinks he's going to drown, and stabs the wolf in the face. And as they're both sinking to their death, Wolf said, I thought you weren't going to stab me. He said, hey, I'm a scorpion. It's instinct. These people will stab you in the back by instinct. Half of these people in content creation are scorpions, and you are the wolf.
But I have made some really good friends through the content creator space, and I am forever grateful for them. But my core is my personal life.
All right.
These people are so fucking fake. It's unbelievable.
True.
And that's my problem, is that I've become so disgusted with other
Distance yourself from lies. I'm pretty sure that's another Leviticus quote.
content creators. I've become so disgusted with the culture on Twitter, with this whole town, that I don't even want to partake in this shit. When I get back, and I will be back, not for a while, and I appreciate you guys sticking around with me. The group I'm going to be chilling with, the content that I make, the way that I carry myself is going to be way different. I am a bitter man. And
I bet we're going to see more Asmongold collabs.
I'm so bitter? Because the more you get informed in this world,
the worse it gets.
The more you realize how disgusting this world is.
Yeah.
I want everybody to know, I'm not taking this break so I can be happy again. Absolutely not. I mean, I'm doing this because I want to enjoy my life. I'm very happy when I hang out with my dog.
Hell yeah, dude.
Beautiful ass girlfriend, which one day I plan on making my wife. Absolutely.
That's what I'm talking about. If you're planning on it, do that shit. Do it. Do it, man. Write a prenup. Do it. Yeah.
Write a prenup. Agreed. I second that.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Based.
But man, I see all these people now who are living.
Take her, marry her, brother. Join the married force. Do it. I'm telling you, man, it's goated. It's goated. What can I say? You get.
It's only goated if her father gives him goats.
Married and
it's called a dowry.
For the eyes of God. And then she's the only person that actually matters, and she's the only person you need to please. And she's the only person that you actually need to do everything for. And nothing else matters. Do it, my brother. Do it!
In this augmented version of reality. And I feel pity for them. I feel sorrow for them. Because I know everything that they're
Unless she has a nose ring. Like one of those septum piercings, in which case dump her.
living in can disappear like that. It's so fucking fake. It's insane.
Yeah, true.
The sad realization is there's so little good people on this earth.
Disagree. I think there's a lot of good people on this earth. Oh.
So do I. And a good majority of them that I've run across are on Twitter of all places. X. Like, seriously, like, my entire content creation is because of heads on Twitter. There are so many good people out in this world. You know, unfortunately, there are just an equal amount of dick in a jars.
Okay, I mean, my definition and classification for good person is different than yours probably, but I think there's a lot of good people on this earth, and I think there's a lot of bad people on this earth. Okay, and yeah, I'm not telling you that you should go into every situation and social entanglement expecting everyone to be good, depending on however you define good. But for me, if this is a person that's not fucking killing people, committing immoral sexual acts like incest or rape and shit like that. If it's someone that's not a thief or a murderer, someone that basically follows the law, I think that's a good person. I do. All right, follows the 10 Commandments. That's a good person. All right, someone that's not bearing false witness. Basic shit. I know, but I'm a pretty honest. A cannibal? Not a cannibal? All right, we got this. Fuck.
Not a cannibal. Definitely a good piece of thing to add to your list of people that would be okay. Good people. Not a cannibal. I'm a head in the jar, so I wouldn't be able to get too far if they were a cannibal, so I will agree to that addition to your list.
Fucking thing. Maybe my bar is lower than yours.
It's surprising. There's a lot of okay
Tectone girlfriend doesn't have a septum piercing nose ring. Fuck yes, Tectone marry her.
people. Okay people that will make you think that they're great people. But I've said this once and I'll say this before.
What's worse, a cannibal or a pedophile? A pedophile, not even close. Cannibals could be eating dead people. I'll be real here. I don't think it's a very nice thing to do. But if a cannibal is eating a dead person, like, you know what? No one was gonna eat that. You know what I'm saying?
Based.
So, like, I'm not here to defend cannibals. I think that shit's kind of bad. I'll be real. But like compared to a pedophile, you're not even close. Literally not even close. Keep going.
Your friends in elementary school are gone in middle school. Your friends in middle school are gone in high school. Your friends in high school are gone in college. Your friends in college are gone once you get a job. Your friends in your job are gone once you leave that job.
Dog, we have so my definition of friend is not just an acquaintance that I have based on my social circles. I don't have a lot of friends that I consider like actual friends. Maybe 10. I have 10 friends that I would call friends. All right? The rest are, we're friendly, social acquaintances, but dude, you only need one.
All right, so Nux has a good point. All right, Nux has a good point. Now, Tectone also has a very good point, which actually hits more closer to the point I was making earlier. Let's see if we can go back here just a little bit, because let's see. Let's go back to right here.
Oh, all right, we got this.
Listen to what he
thing.
says.
Maybe my bar is lower than yours.
Listen to what he says.
It's surprising. There's a lot of okay.
Tectone girlfriend doesn't have a septum piercing nose ring. Fuck yes, Tectone marry
I went
her.
too far back.
Okay people that will make you think that they're great people. But I've said this once and I'll say this before.
We're gonna
What's worse, a cannibal or a pedophile? A pedophile, not even close.
All right.
Cannibals could be eating dead people. I'll be real here. I don't think it's a very nice thing to do. But if a cannibal is eating a dead person, like, you know what? No one was gonna eat that. You know what I'm saying?
You told this joke 20 seconds ago.
I'm not here to defend cannibals. I think that shit's kind of bad. I'll be real. But like compared to a pedophile, you're not even close.
Yeah,
Literally
I know. You
not
told
even
this
close.
joke a couple minutes ago.
Keep going.
We
Friends
went
in
too far
elementary
back.
school are gone in middle school. Your friends in middle
All right, here's what he said. Your friends in middle school are not your friends from middle school.
school are gone in high school. Your friends in high school are gone in college. Your friends in college are gone once you get a job. Your friends in your job are gone once you leave that job.
All right, so this is what I was talking about earlier. So like not only is he referencing this situation like I did, like it's a high school circle, but your friends are they age out. A lot of your friends age out, and eventually you're not friends with them. You move away. You go to learn different things. You go into different careers. You no longer spend all the time that you're with, and you get to a point where you don't talk to your friends. All my friends. Sorry, hold on a second. I got something in my throat. It hit just the right time. Sorry. All your friends have gotten to a point where they've developed families. They're gonna take care of their families. They don't have time to like give you a call and your Saturday poker night turned into the first of the month poker night. Your Friday's going out to the bars, paycheck Friday, it turned out to be you at the bar by yourself because everybody got married and they don't go to the bar anymore. And you're living this life that's different than the life that you're living. Every day you get older, everything changes. And every time you make a new step towards life, everything changes. And they're not your friends anymore, or they're still your friends, but they're just not there, and it's kind of a lot for people to be able to go, hey, I'm no longer popular. Look at these OnlyFans girls who are going through like these existential crises all the time because, oh, I used to be famous, I used to be popular, and now what do they have? They don't have anything, except they have one whale who's probably 400 pounds throwing money at them.
Dog, we have so my definition of friend is not just an acquaintance that I have based on my social circles. I don't have a lot of friends that I consider like actual friends. Maybe 10. I have 10 friends that I would call friends. All right? The rest are, we're friendly, social acquaintances, but dude, you only need one.
True friends are.
Hold on, before we get into true friends, I want to now react to what Nux just said, because Nux is telling you that you only need one. I believe that you are absolutely correct, but wrong. Now, you only need one. I think you need 3 friends. All right, you need your male friend, right? Who is that person that you can vent to about anything and everything, from women to work. Sit and share a beer with. Now, whether that male friend in the portion of your life when you're younger, that male friend should be an older friend. So, like, say you're in your 20s and you're just learning things. You need that mentor role. So that friend, not only can you vent to that mentor, but you can get valid advice about how to handle a situation. And so that's your first friend that you need. You need your best friend. Your best friend that you can guarantee will be there at any point in time to bail you out, to give you advice when you need it, to be there when you have a nefarious woman treat you like whatever or say something wrong. You need your best friend when you want to cause problems, get a little rowdy, not be the only one that's going to jail that night. You need that person. That's your second friend. And your third friend that you need is your significant other for emotional support and life support. Those are the 3 friends you need. If you don't have those 3 friends in your life, please find love. Please find that person that you can rely on as a confidant, and find that person who's going to do fucked up shit with you. Because you need those 3 people in your life.
Are so rare.
True. He's right.
It's insane. And the worst thing is, the biggest mistake I've ever made in my life was that I was too loyal.
Okay, I know that he means this like from the heart, but dude goes, my biggest error, my hair is too good. It's too wavy and long. You know what I'm saying? I have too much hair. And my biggest error, a little bit too humble, I'm a little bit too honest, I'm too real. I don't skirt around the rules enough, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, I don't mean to make fun. I know that he actually means this though.
Modesty is hard. Modesty is hard for anybody. We'll give him that. Go on, Mr. Modest.
Guys, you know, if you've watched my content for any amount of time, I have every single person's back who I hold dear.
True, by the way.
No matter what.
By the way, I've been canceled many times by many different groups of people. Some very large content creators came after me. Tectone has never once joined the mob. Never. Okay? A lot of people that I know have joined the mob and have since apologized, and they went back and forth a little bit based on my social standing or whatever. This motherfucker is one of the realest people in the industry. Even when V Shoujo came for me, and he was like friends with all of V Shoujo, he did not join that mob. And I have nothing but respect for that.
Without even them having to ask me. I don't know how many videos of mine you've had to watch to know this, but you know if you've watched more than 3 videos that if one of my friends comes in heat, I'm there for them no matter what.
All right, we're gonna go past. Hurry up. The ad's almost over. The ad's almost over. Don't click on it. There we
Dude,
go.
if your friend comes in...
All right. Wait, hold on. All right. Hold on, Nux. Just wait a second. Nux, all right? So, if you haven't already gotten the chance to, make sure you go to Tectone's original video, watch it, click like, get the true feeling of what this is. Now, also go and give Nux a like, and if you haven't already done so, give them all a subscribe as well.
I don't know how many videos of mine you've had to watch to know this, but you know if you've watched more than 3 videos that if one of my friends comes in heat, I'm there for them no matter what.
Dude, if your friend comes in heat, I feel like you could have worded that better. I feel like comes in heat is like that's a different thing, my guy. He means comes under fire, I assume. But okay.
Yeah, well,
No matter
words
what.
are hard.
And those
Words
same
are hard.
people will not have my back.
That's sad, dude. You gotta look at the good, man. Look at the good. I could list you a bunch of people that I don't think have ever backstabbed you, including moi. Just saying.
Well, some of them will.
That's right.
Very rare.
That's right. I think people, like from what I understand from Tectone, I have never stabbed him in the back. Neither has Asmongold, as far as I'm aware. Like, there's a lot of good people out there. There really are. A lot of people just don't want to like get involved and put their neck out and their career on the line for somebody else that they don't really know that well. It's rough, buddy.
Very, very rare. Very rare.
True.
But you guys know the guys who do have my back. And,
True.
By the way, to you content creators who've been speaking kindly about me, I don't want to mention you specifically by name.
Fair.
But just know I saw the clips. I appreciate you guys so much, and
Appreciate
thank
you
you
too,
for
brother.
at least having my back online. It's very rare these days. It is very rare.
It is,
Rough out there,
that's
buddy.
sweet.
I'm
That's
taking
sweet
a
that he
lot
does
of
that
this
for his,
time off to really
his
get my head
followers,
straight
his
and
content
really just
creators
try
that
to
do
remember
nice for him.
why am I doing this? What's the goal? What do I want to be? Where do I want to go? What do
Yes.
I want to show you guys? I'm trying to enjoy my life as a human, and I really think I am. I'm actually playing video games and I'm having fun with them. That's very rare, right? I'm playing Fallout 4. I'm having a fucking blast. I'm almost done with the Brotherhood of Steel. And
Yeah, I'm too busy, man. I wish I had time to play video games. Need to finish Expedition 33 and play the new Deltarune. Hollow Knight's coming out.
Preston Garvey says, another settlement needs your help for like the millionth time. And I'm running around with dog meat. I got the mod where I made him a golden retriever. And, I like to imagine that he's Mango, I'm me. And we run around the towns and we save the settlements and we build up structures. And I'm having a lot of fun. So I'm literally attached by the hip with my girlfriend nonstop and all my kitties and my dog. And I hit a lot of new PRs on gym. Fucking sick. I'm owning in the gym right now.
Hell yeah, dude.
I think I can get 315.
Yeah, well, I can pick up my cats. Yeah, I can bench press my cats. Beat that.
And if I can, I'll make sure to post about that on Twitter. But man, I miss content creation. I really do. I had one of my friends call me, talk to me, and they cried, begging me to take a break.
Damn.
Because they knew how fucked up I was. Because, guys, I'll just be dead ass, man. Like, a lot of the people who have to deal with what I'm dealing with right now, a lot of them are deeply traumatized.
True.
For forever.
By the way, he's not exaggerating. So that you actually could get PTSD for something like this. The first time I got mega canceled on the internet, back when I actually cared, I was stabbed in the back by a whole bunch of people. And I would say that I was actually traumatized by that for years. Literally for years, not even exaggerating, where I would like think about like the mob coming after you and trying to dox you and threaten your life. Especially because, so it was actually worse than you probably think. So I got stabbed in the back. Basically, I was trying to expose a doxer, and it turns out that a lot of my friends ended up getting under fire because it turns out their company was protecting the doxer. So essentially, I was stabbed in the back by a lot of my friends, and the cybersecurity expert of that company told me, you're in danger.
We've talked about this at length, chat. A lot of us have been talking about it again lately, specifically since VShojo just has now taken its big collapse and leaving people like Iron Mouse to go, what the fuck? And then with the whole doxing situation almost 2 years ago, and that turned into a big issue, causing more Nux drama that needed to come out that didn't need to come out. You know, it just blew everything out of proportion, and everybody in the circles. And part of the reason why I think on top of the KJCowboyDan situation, the reason why Tectone's backing away is like all of a sudden he's not doing collabs with the Unsub Boys anymore, and like that whole group from Nux Mudahar, we got Tectone and Asmongold and Emaru, and that whole circle has just like fizzled away slowly. And I think this is probably like the last that you're going to see about all that circle together. You know, you'll probably see some stuff I bet you'll see that podcast come back that Emaru and Tectone and Asmongold did together, but I don't think you're going to see that circle be able to build itself back up again. It's going to be a whole new Texas streamer circle. I'm
warning you. And then broke contact. And we're dealing with doxers and stuff. So I ended up like needing to get in contact with the police to make sure that, you know, my information wasn't compromised, that people wouldn't send in SWAT teams to my house. It was a really, really stressful time. And it was stressful for a long time. Like, I really did get PTSD from that. I also, by the way, did actually get swatted. Where, you know, the SWAT team shows up at your house and bangs your door in and comes in with a dog to see if you have drugs and guns and shit. This did happen to me as well. Like, it was a stressful time. It really was. And you really do get PTSD from that shit. It sounds fake and internet bullshit, but it's really real. Like, when it bleeds into real life, it's crazy when that happens. Do you know?
I imagine so. And plus with Tectone, he's been stalked, and people are pulling him aside going, hey, on the internet, they're leaving messages saying, hey, here's threats. They're pulling him aside, and he can't go shopping. He stated that already. Like, he's well known enough, and he's got people like the KJCowboyDan stands like totally like after him. Like, he can't do anything, he can't say anything. He's getting death threats. He's got people parking at his house, in front of his house. Hopefully something comes out of that, that where somebody gets arrested if they keep doing that.
You know who did that? I still don't know who did that. I have since moved. So, I am not exactly worried about that. But it's actually insane. It's really scary. And it really can leave an effect on you. And liars will tell you it doesn't. But I'll be real. I have evolved past that. I actually hardly ever think about that anymore. And honestly, I thank God. I thank God for helping me out and helping me, find the right people that I could spend time with in my life. I am trying my best to build and not destroy. And I know that I am, in my opinion, doing the right thing. And I don't care what other people think of me. I literally don't care. So anyway.
A lot of them also kill themselves. I don't want to end up like that.
Yeah, no, don't do that, bro.
I want to be okay. I want to be here, and I'll just listen,
10 Commandments, thou shalt not kill. That includes yourself, my brother.
But I feel good. I do.
All right.
Starting a
go
fashion
through the
brand shouldn't
commercial,
feel
then we're going to
impossible.
pause.
Other print-on-demand platforms claim
Well,
All right, a lot of people do end up dealing with self-harm in the entertainment industry in particular. I think it's a very hard industry, entertainment, and like people expect so much from themselves. They expect so much from the outcome. They expect so much from uh the possibilities of everything, and then they overplan, and then they expect for what's not going to happen. It's a hard industry, and people end up taking their own lives because they built themselves up to a point that they can't exceed, and you're your worst judge of yourself. And if you feel like you can't succeed and that was your goal, your only goal in life, it's sad to see people go, and it's sad to see people take their lives because they can't like look at how things are legitimately for themselves. They made it so well, but no matter how good they made it, it wasn't the point where they wanted to be. And that is sad. It's so crazy that if you swat someone, you need your own jail cell. Yeah, right. I think like if somebody swats, they need to go to. If somebody does that, it's telephonic harassment. First of all, it's abuse of 911. It is there's multiple charges that can get somebody in trouble. Also, it's terrorism, and it's some people have gotten prosecuted for terrorism because these things happen while the people are alive. It causes more than just a streamer to have to worry about themselves. Swatting's a horrible issue, I'm glad it really wasn't a thing when I was young.
as good as I can feel.
Nah, dude.
Like, okay,
It's so sad.
maybe I can put this into words. I'm fucked up. I know I'm fucked up, but I'm okay with that, and I know I'm working through it, so I know I'm gonna be okay. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, I know that I am deeply fucked up, but I've always been fucked up, so I'm okay with that. And
At least you're
I'll
self-aware.
get through this like I always get through this. But things are a lot worse than you guys know behind the scenes.
Yeah, it's
with
kind
some
of
the
crazy.
people that I'm dealing with.
Yeah.
More than you guys know, actually. More than you guys know.
I will say nothing, but I will be reacting to his comeback video when that happens.
I'm trying to take care of all that, hold it together.
Fuck yeah, dude.
It does feel very therapeutic to be able to talk to you guys again. I'm actually really looking forward to reading the comments because I do miss this a lot. I can't tell you how much this sucks for me, man. I think you guys know this, but I'm a very consistent content creator. I don't really go away too often. This really is like my first real time taking any big amount of time off. Now, I don't know how long it'll be either. A week, a month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months.
Take as much
a
time as
year.
you need, 'cause you have
There's
to work
no
on
way
you
it's gonna be a
first.
year.
Oh God, not a
It
year.
was a year.
Hey.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Listen, Tectone, open conversation lines. You could always text me. Always reach out. Always a pleasure. It'll be awesome. Fuck, dude. It's so sad. There's a million things I wish I could say here, but I just want to give this guy a hug and tell him that he is loved by the people that actually matter. Not me. I don't actually matter. But by the people that actually matter. And you got to do what is right. And that's it. That's literally it. You do what's right, the end. And no one else matters. The past doesn't matter, ultimately. The future matters. So sad, dude.
Nux, give him a hug. Absolutely, I'll give him a hug too. But I'm worried though when I give if it's people like Tectone a hug. I mean, after all, he's a Snorlax. I mean, like you give him a hug, you're gonna probably just fall asleep in his arms right there. I mean, beautiful Snorlax right there. Don't give him a hug too hard. Fall asleep.
Just wanted to let you guys know. There's probably other things I could talk about in this video, but I'm just trying to make sure that I'm all good. Taking some time off for the first time in a while. Dealing with a lot of things behind the scenes that fucking suck ass.
True.
I'll talk more about it later. But just know that I really miss you guys. I do. And I hope I get back to doing this pretty soon. And I would like to let you guys know, for anybody worried about me, don't be. And I promise you guys, I am not going to let any of you guys down. And the story I get to tell you guys when I'm back, or maybe a little bit after I'm back, is gonna make a lot of sense when I can say the things that I want to say.
That's rough, buddy.
And it's a very important story I need to tell.
I'm looking forward.
Some of you guys watching can probably tell how deeply conflicted I am in my own mind right now. And I can tell I'm at a very big pivot point, or a very big
crossroads.
Like,
you don't need arms for someone to have to straddle a jar.
Just to who I'm going to be for the rest of my life. And I really have to take the time to make sure that that person is someone who I'm proud of and someone who I'm going to enjoy being the rest of my life.
Bro, Tectone, let me see if I can find this clip. No, this is so mean, but I'm telling you, man, Tectone, listen, you're bald. That's first. You are bald. And second, you have the possibility to become this. All right? So
this guy's crazy. I love this guy.
This is a possible future for you. It's your call if you want it.
Want to be elitist, arrogant scumbags. I'm not arrogant. I'm on a power trip. I'm in a total commitment against evil. I'm pouring out my guts, my soul, my family, everything I got committed to this, and I will not have pieces of fucking shit fly about me.
Eric
and
Cartman
say
when he
I'm
gets
not
old.
true. I will fucking destroy you, scum. All of you. Fuck you! I have sworn on the altar of God, total resistance against every form of tyranny, against the mind of men. And I told everyone 2 weeks ago, I'm leveling up.
This is literally you, bro. You have the ability to become literally this. I will be used as a battering ram against evil. It gets better.
The InfoWars, man,
With
that
Lucid
guy.
Spark,
oh,
you can
man.
bring your team's best and brightest ideas to life.
Hey, hold on a second.
The virtual whiteboard is
All right, that InfoWars guy. So, right, I have this theory about the guy. So, I feel like he wanted to be a WWF wrestler, but ended up being a political news commentary guy. You know, I'm gonna fuck you up. I'm going to rip you in half, and I'm going to shove you down your own throat. You know, he's. I love that guy. It's just like every time I'm like, I don't know why you're mad all the time, but okay. Eric Cartman growing up, exactly.
Think and outmaneuver all these people. And I just keep trying to get the general society to wake up and win. But I guess it does lie to me. I guess I am the smartest. I am the best. I am the fastest.
And I have the
don't do
WWE
it.
belt to prove it.
Interlocking into this information is very frightening.
Tectone, don't do it, Tectone.
So it must be done. So I will do it. I'll never watch another movie.
Never.
I guess I have to become celibate because I can't give my energy up to sex.
Damn, Tectone, this
Well,
is crazy.
you know,
I can't believe this is happening to you.
I can recommend a pill for you, brother.
There is no more pleasure.
There
is
is
no
only
more pain.
war.
There is no more art. There is no more culture. There is only war.
Yeah.
And I commit myself to total war against Satan. And I ask God to lead God and direct me and commit me to his arms and to complete vessel of warfare against this operation. And I repent for all my sins. And I ask now
I'm just looking
before
at his
everyone that
face
you
and I'm
lift
like,
me
oh
up
my
to be
God.
absolute battering ram against the enemy in God's will.
How many times did he
In the name of
practice
Jesus Christ,
this?
the Son of God, amen.
Because it's
Amen, my brother. Amen. Never change, my brother. Never change. But the point that I'm trying to make is, Tectone, I can see you going down that path. Okay, I really can. Now, I don't know if that's a good call. So be careful. Look, I understand that you want to become a battering ram against evil, amen. But like you also have to be normal. Oh God.
So I hope you guys understand why I'm not here right now. I look forward to being back when I am back. And to all you guys typing my name in other content creators chats, I've been sent the clips and it's very cute. And I really appreciate you guys and I do miss you guys quite a lot.
said appropriately. I do accept the collabs, and it's pretty cute, and I appreciate it, by the way.
I've said that a lot. I do. I don't like taking this time off. It fucking sucks. But it's what's best for me. And so many people have told me that I need to do this. So I'm going to do it. But it feels like I'm in fucking timeout in my fucking room right now. Jesus, these fucking birds. Holy fuck. Anyways, so this for the 1,000th time. But
Yeah, you're not in timeout, my brother. You're not in timeout, all right? You are here because you want to take a break, and this is the way that you could operate best for yourself, all right? You're not in timeout. No one's forcing you to do anything. You are making every one of these decisions, and you should stand behind every one of these decisions you make, because if it's all about making content, if that's what you think the purpose of your life is, which I personally don't think it is, but you have every right to think of whatever. If you think the purpose of your life is content, okay, and you can't make content now until you take this break, then this break is part of the journey to make the content. Okay? This is a step in your journey to be an absolute war against evil. May the people lift you up and use you as a battering ram against Satan. Amen. Bro, you're a fucking fighter, and you're leveling up right now, my guy. That's how you gotta look at this. This is a fucking training arc, all right? This is Naruto in Sage mode, sitting on top of toads for fucking 40 episodes, all right? This is what's happening.
If it doesn't take 40 episodes to get through a series of either A, scenes and plot points that don't really have anything to do with it, then it's not Naruto. You know, you got to have like that one fight sequence that lasts 3 episodes and like 40 episodes in between of just like random plot that doesn't really mean anything. I loved it. That was the best part about like all the good anime.
Miss you guys. Hope to get back to content creation pretty soon. Probably not going to be able to. I'll upload a couple videos every now and then on this channel, kind of in this format. A bit more structured next time I talk. And yeah, hope you guys are doing all right.
Dude, if it'd be easier for him to come back like as some sort of podcast, like just to yap with homies for a little bit, I'm always down. Like just, you know, every couple of weeks or whatever it is. Dude, my guy, you have to love yourself and commit yourself to just fight for what's right.
Yeah, we love you. We love you,
One
Techie.
thing I can just ask for any of you guys who are still here.
I am still here.
Just don't forget about me, okay?
Don't forget about who.
Bye, guys.
So, in the Bible, after Joseph was sold by his brothers to become a slave in Egypt, he eventually was trying to be coaxed into his master's wife's bed, which he refused. She then, because he refused to sleep with her, she claimed and made a false allegation against Joseph that Joseph slept with her, the wife of his master. And they ended up believing her, obviously, and they enslaved Joseph. They put Joseph into prison for years. Joseph was in prison with the Lord of the Bakers and the Lord of the Wine People. They were also in prison. When they were eventually released, Joseph screamed behind them, "Don't forget me."
Me, okay? You guys who are still here, just don't forget about me, okay?
And they did forget about him for 13 more years, until eventually the Lord of the Wine People reminded Pharaoh that there was a man in prison and that he can interpret your dream. And they ended up releasing him, and he became the Viceroy of Egypt. Listen, man, I'm not saying that this is your path or anything, but dog, you can fucking cook, all right? I'm just saying, use him as a battering ram against evil or some shit. There's no solution here aside from forward. My brother, I love you, man. You fucking got this. This fucking woke bitch epidemic of people dropping false allegations against people and ruining their lives. The first recorded instance of this was over 3,000 years ago in the Bible. And it just keeps happening. Stay weird, fam. Like, subscribe, and this video was streamed live on kick.com/Nuxanor. See you there. Stay weird.
Stay weird, fam. All right, come on. Oh, come on. Pause. All right, thank you.
We've got
No, we're done with you. We're done with you, people. We're done with you. All right. Well, so that was a little long reaction. I'm sorry. I did have a lot of feelings, and also wanted to make sure that I expressed my thoughts on the situation. And let me get rid of these people here and make myself move myself over here, make myself big. We don't want to look at these guys here. All right. So my thoughts on the situation, right, is that you have drama with people like Casey Tron, and you have people who want clout, and you have people that are looking for more than what they possibly deserve, and they don't want to work for it. And then if they don't get it, they spread rumors that ruin a career, ruin lives, sour situations. You know, I mean, you're doing what you're doing, and you're hanging out, let's say, on Twitter, And that guy who's just very negative comes up and starts railing on you for this and that. You're able to get over that. But then some girl posts whatever and says that you assaulted her in any way. You can never live that down. And you shouldn't be expected to even attempt to live it down. Let's be honest, it's impossible. Because when somebody lies about you on the internet, it's there forever. And it gets clipped out of context. It's a slippery slope. I don't know, man. Are we adults here? Are we trying to be adults? Because if we're trying to be adults, don't be a dick in a jar. I've been KJCowboyDan. I have been hanging out with my boy Nux right here. And the man himself, the chairman of the void. Oh, yeah. Tectone, you bold, beautiful man. And then, what are you doing here? You're in the wrong show. You're in the wrong show. Anyhow, see you guys later. Have a great night. Please be safe. And from my community to yours, have a good night. I said that already, but, whatever. And to the people over in the X Street, you guys are awesome.